Very much and welcome to the entire team, the entire Chennai, the Chennai South team. It's such a pleasure to be in the city of Chennai. In my mind, I think there is some amount of white paper which is there with you, but besides that, I would like to share that Tamil Nadu is a significant contributor to the Indian economy, and it contributes more than 8.5% to the economic growth of the country. Spectacular performance by the state, one of the richest and the most contributing states for India. It is leader in several sectors as automobiles, pharmaceuticals, textiles, leather products, chemicals, engineering products, ITE and ITES, SaaS capital of the country. And in my mind, I think it is the state largely, I think, led from the front by the government, the entrepreneurs, and the team, and the, I think, calibered people which are over here, I think, which drives. I think the easy connectivity to major ports across, I think, helps, whether it is Colombo, whether it is Singapore, Malaysia, and since they all are close, port, proximity, talent, I think it makes a great place for everyone, I think, to be in and around and for the development of the state. Chennai is a focal point for us. Tamil Nadu is, and I think in Tamil Nadu, Chennai is the most focal point for us. And we have seen strategic expansion in the entire state in last 24 odd months as we progress. Our locations in SME, which is the most important business driver for India's 5 trillion and 10 trillion economy. I think we expanded our presence. Earlier we were only in Chennai, then we added Coimbatore, Tirupur, Salem, and I think Erode. I think our objective is to expand and build significant amount of business. We want to double our business in 2 years is where I think the aim which comes with, and recognizing the entire growth in the southern region and especially in Tamil Nadu and Chennai. We believe that I think it is not only lending which results into the entire solutioning to the customer. We believe the entire ecosystem which is there for the customer. So the customer requires loan, yes. Customer requires trade, they require collections, they require payments, they require salary solutions, they require wealth solutions, they require state planning, because I think if SMEs grow up and they want to manage their property over a period, I think that is important. It has to be passed from generation 1 to generation 2. I think that succession planning through estate planning becomes an important aspect. And we believe that we give the entire complete solution to the customer rather than only, I think, loan as a thought process called the word called SME. I would like to share a very important part that if SMEs want to be efficient, effective, and want to move forward, they also need to be sustainable and environment friendly. Kotak Mahindra Bank did a significant work with IIT Madras. I think the premier institution which we partner with in the scheme called Kotak IIT Madras Save Energy Mission. It's a mission which was, I think, led by a leading professor of IIT Madras. What we did, we went to various SMEs who had an energy bill of more than 5 lakh rupees a month, and said that we would be happy to do an energy audit for you. The energy audit is to ensure that we enable energy efficiency by providing energy assessment services resulting in decarbonization of manufacturing sector via energy conservation. To make it simple, I think you went, saw, is there a way we can have the bill for them come down? Savings in energy is possible. Can it be less pollutant to the entire economy and the country? And can they have alternative, better renewable mechanisms in which they can run their business effectively? You'll be very happy to note that 161 odd SMEs were advised by IIT Chennai and the entire team of researchers. They also involved 5 other IITs across the country, whether it is IIT Gandhinagar, it is IIT Guwahati, and they worked with each one of them across the country to give energy assessment to SMEs. Post the assessments of all the assessments and the recommendations which were put in, there is a potential saving of 123 crores which was suggested to all these SMEs. So what does it mean? That there is a significant amount of savings, I think, which come in with the help of the entire advice which was given by renowned professors, their research assistants under the guidance of the professor to each one of them. Out of 123 crores, almost 19, I think 20 odd % savings have already been achieved till now. So which means on an average 25 odd crores of savings which has already happened with each of the respective SMEs. The biggest part, if you were to see, out of the 161 SMEs which are advised, 19% comes from Tamil Nadu, Chennai and around areas, which means I think it actually shows that the team, the professionals, the entrepreneurs from Tamil Nadu are more enterprising, more responsible, understand the sustainability and environment part significantly superior, and are able to implement the advice which is given by the respective teams in terms of savings. And that savings they actually ploy it back into the business or I think expansion, which means I think they do very, very well, and it gives a lot of pleasure when they do very, very well with such advices, I think, which has happened. On the second part, I think we also equipped each of these SMEs with digital solutions. FIN, which is our for your needs solution, which gives them a few clicks to do many transactions, saving significant amount of time and the working capital. We realize that, again, I think Tamil Nadu has been one of at the forefront of adopting to the technologies and I think taking it forward amongst all the SMEs. What do? I think instead of going to the branch, they actually do everything digitally, upload an LC digitally. Instead of getting the LC in one day, they get it in a couple of hours. All the remittances happen much, much faster, and they are able to, I think, be more efficient, more competitive compared to any of the competitions which I think they deal with. The savings which has happened on account of using digital channels is 14%, which means if they're borrowing on an average at 9.5%, I think actually they have been able to save almost 1% out of the entire 1.4% on the entire piece. And that shows the real benefit of digitization, adopting to new technologies, wanting to build a sustainable, environmental friendly businesses, and I think build their businesses with, I think, a lot of savings. In the entire part, if one were to see it, I think we want to continue this approach, thought process, and the growth of SMEs in the southern region. We think Tamil Nadu remains the pillar and it is going to grow and lead from the front. We are happy to support sustainability, energy efficiency, I think amongst SMEs in the region, resulting in significant cost savings and efficiency for, I think, SMEs. SME banking at Kotak is about offering comprehensive sustainable solutions, as I told, and I think it is a combination of those. And I think SME remains as a critical integral part of our strategy. Kindly note that we already have 114 odd branches in Tamil Nadu, I think, of Kotak Mahindra Bank, but those are retail branches, I think, and then the 5 branches or 5 areas are where we have SME dedicated teams which cater to each of the respective SMEs, which I explained to you earlier. Chennai, Coimbatore, Erode, Salem, and Tirupur. And In my mind, I think the whole objective is, I think, to grow the branch network as well as, I think, SME presence across, I think, solutions. I will leave, I think, now for question and answers. I think whatever you want to ask in terms of the total business, I think, which is being done. And in Tamil Nadu, I think we want to grow our share. I think if the country is going to grow on an average at 30% per annum, Tamil Nadu, we want to grow probably more than 40% per annum from here. 11 million, I think, becoming double in, I think, things across. I think you can do your calculations. I think 100,000 crores, I think, should become 200,000 crores.
This is for Tamil Nadu?
No, I think this is for the country. This is for the country. I think all the SMEs have been facilitated in a big manner by the government in yesterday's budget. And there are 4 big announcements, if one were to call. One of them is to increase the limit from 10 lakhs to 20 lakhs, I think, which was there. There is a credit guarantee scheme which is there for the SMEs, which is new, improved, and hopefully better process there for credit guarantee scheme, which will work. There's also credit assessment, I think, which has been told to all the banks that I think they should have their own assessments rather than relying on someone else, and I think build that entire model to move forward. And all these things will result into simpler and faster action for all the SMEs to work, to operate, and to get, I think, the funding, I think, which they've been seeking all along. Also, I think there is the support, I think, which is coming in form of even advisory, I think, which has been told, I think, all the SMEs, I think, across. Some part of the youth training, I think, which was there when we saw, I think, almost 1 crore youth, which will be trained by the top 500 corporates. You will find a lot many will get deployed in SMEs, I think, once they are trained, I think, and are able to work. So I think if we say...
taking traditional criteria to other methods.
So currently we do lending other than the traditional criteria as well. We are at the forefront, given that we use data analytics, alternative methods through which we are able to get information, significantly using, I think, bureau and partners to assess. We are able to have it in 2 manners. I think you make simpler to process and less documents required to process if you want to have a decision. In many cases, you actually can have advanced decision, which is there, I think, which is given to SMEs. So to answer you, I think the SMEs at Kotak get benefited with speed, faster, simpler, and significantly higher technology-oriented assist model and tools, I think, which are available compared to, I think, only past looking at only balance sheet and P&L.
FM has also followed the turnover threshold for mandatory onboarding from 250 crores to 500 crores.
Yes.
So, in what way it will help boost SMEs?
In my mind, I think as soon as the thresholds gets removed and it becomes higher, I think more and more opportunities come for each of the SMEs. In fact, even the IPO rules, I think, which are coming in, which are becoming much, much simpler. I think all these are effective ways in which the government is coming in and helping to ensure that SMEs grow. They have very clearly identified that for 5 trillion and 10 trillion economy, the biggest partner is, I think, SMEs, MSMEs. And all these things which have been lined out are very, very effective in bringing, I think, each one of them at the forefront and in the limelight. Sorry, you were asking something. So I think we had 5 separate SME branches which I have told you, and as and when I think and we have actually doubled compared to what we were probably even, I think, 1.5 years back, and we'll continue to invest. I think it purely is a function of many customers coming in, wanting, setting up. We are very happy, and you will find that Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, probably even Andhra will have significantly higher edge compared to I think other states, because they are taking the lead in terms of facilitating SMEs, setting up SMEs, providing the environment. Talent is available, which is over here. Good amount of software, I think, which is available. Good amount of people, which are available, and more investment which is coming in over here.
Regarding energy
We fund IIT. For SME it is free. Good, I think good question. I think SME doesn't have to pay anything for I think the entire activity which was done for, and it is not an easy exercise, and it is not a very call. I think it costs well.